Alright everyone, I hope you're doing well. It's good to be back here with another video. It is that time of the year again. It is time for me to go for our first bit of news for Easfc 24. It still feels weird saying Easfc and not FIFA. I'm not going to get used to it for a while. We've kind of had a bit of news trickle out over the last few weeks. We've had a little teaser trailer that didn't give anything away. It did have Dave in it though, which was pretty cool. But we haven't had some proper announcements from EA, and we haven't had just like a big chunk of stuff come out in one go from any of the leakers. So I'm going to get all of the little things that we've had confirmed so far all rounded up for you in one nice quick video so you kind of know what's going on. We'll talk about some rumours as well, ones that I actually think have legs, as I know like you're going to hear absolutely everything out there. But I'm going to go through the ones that I think have a little bit of substance to them and talk about if I think they're true or not as well. So we're going to go through some gameplay stuff, some changes to Ultimate Team involving chemistry, the market and everything, some career mode stuff, and then we're going to finish off by talking about the beta and the early access, which apparently is going to be new this year, so make sure you stay tuned if you want to hear about that. So what we're going to start with is probably the reason you clicked on the video. You want to know how you can play the game early. You're probably wondering why I've changed clothes as well and it's a different time of day, but that's because this news has literally just come out and I couldn't release a video about it. I had to put it in. It's some absolutely massive news. It is regarding when the game is going to be announced and also when we can play it for the first time. That's come out today. July 13th and 14th is going to be the reveal in Amsterdam. They're going to do like some I don't know if it's going to be in person or whether it's just going to be a live stream from there with people talking, or there's going to be actual football involved. I don't really know. But it's going to be over 2 days. They're going to be doing stuff on both days. I believe that the 13th is going to be the gameplay trailer, and then the 14th is kind of going to be the deep dive where you get the commentary from the coders and all of that kind of stuff. So it's going to be over 2 days, but it shows you just how much stuff they want to show us, which is quite good. So we've got the trailer and the deep dive as the main things. Pre-order is also going to go live during this time. I don't know whether it's going to be on the first day or the second day. I'm presuming it's going to be the first day. It normally is. As soon as you get a first trailer, you can normally order. There is going to be the Ultimate Edition again. There is going to be some early access for that, but it is going to work a bit differently this year because there's a new thing coming out, which is... It's kind of been announced by EA, but not publicised. You can find it on their website, but they haven't spoke about it much. It's called the Clubhouse, the Easfc Clubhouse. And it's exclusive to PS users. I'm really sorry, Xbox people. I don't think that's fair, but that's what they've done. It's probably some kind of deal with Sony. Early access is going to go to PS users before the official release date of the game. Apparently, it's an early access build. There is still the beta in August, so I'm not really sure what this is. I wish I had more details. I'll give them to you in another video when we get them. But yeah. You're going to be able to play the game early at some point. It's going to be an earlier build of it, and you can do it on PS5 only. I would guess that this is after the closed beta. I'd guess this is towards the end of August. That would be my best guess for this. But again, it's just speculation. So you'll definitely be able to play it early on PS. But what we don't know is when it is, if it's limited to some people or to everyone, but it is only PS5. It's not even PS4. Just new gen, unfortunately. But there's something else that's literally just been announced before we get on with the rest of the video, and I really want to talk about this as well, called the Hypermotion Volumetric. And what this is, obviously, it's EA's Hypermotion engine, which I don't think is brilliant, but they are revamping it. 80 more times the amount of animations they had in FIFA 23. So hopefully there's going to be a lot more variation. You don't get stuck doing all of the same stupid animations all the time, and it's not too predictable. I would really like that. I don't trust them, but I think that'd be good. There's over 590 million frames of actual games they've captured, so that should be pretty cool. And yeah, it will be exciting. It's all sponsored by La Liga, this as well, because it's going to be La Liga EA Sports next year, so it's all going to be kind of sponsored by them, all of this stuff. Like the trailer for it, which is coming out, will feature Real Madrid mainly, obviously with Bellingham being their new star. And that is kind of what we've heard over the last few days. So I'm going to go back to me a few days ago, and he's going to give you the rest of the video. The main bit of news, I think, for most people and everyone would have seen is the women in Ultimate Team. I don't have a problem with it. I know there's a debate about this. You can leave your sides in the comment down below. I'm not saying anyone's right or wrong. I don't mind it. People say it's unrealistic, but then Titty is a 5-star striker, and so is Petr Cech. So who cares? I don't mind it. But the main point of discussion about this hasn't just been the women themselves being in the game, but will they be able to play against the men, and how are EA going to sort that out? And they are going to be in the same Ultimate Team. Footzone has confirmed that. He's a pretty reliable leaker. I'll leave his link in the description, as well as anyone else who I've used for this video as a source. So they're all going to be able to play against each other, apparently. How chemistry is going to work, I don't really know. I don't know if like the WSL and Premier League are going to link or whatever, or it's just going to be nation-based. We're not too sure, but we'll have to see. There is women icons as well, so we have got that to kind of contend with. And moving on, like we talk about icons right now, we might as well get into it. We are going to have some new icons and new heroes. I don't think anyone is surprised about that. We're definitely going to get Bobby Charlton, who I presume is an icon, and then Aguero and Robin. I think they're both going to be icons too. Aguero may be a very high rated hero. Let me know what you think they deserve down below. There's going to be more icons on top of that as well, so let me know who you think they should be. Maybe we'll even finally get Di Stefano this year. Who knows? With the icons, obviously they're going to have their own packs. There's going to be some new pack types, because they obviously love doing that every year. There's going to be some special packs for women's players and women's icons only as well. So if you open a normal icon pack, I don't think you'll get a women icon from them. I think they'll have their own pack. So if you want a certain player, if you're going for a Garincha or something, you can open those packs. But if you really want to get Marta or whoever, just open the women's packs. You've got a higher chance of getting them. So I think the women are going to be in separate packs, which will be quite interesting. We've got some obvious stuff with Ultimate Team as well. Obviously, we're going to get a new card design, a new pack animation. I haven't heard anything about that. I have heard that there may be a FIFA Mobile kind of style to the design of the cards, but that's literally the only thing I've heard. It's only a rumour, so I'm not going to confirm that. And while we're speaking about FIFA Mobile, apparently there is going to be some big changes to the market that may make it a little bit more like FIFA Mobile. I haven't played that game in a few years, so I'm not too sure what that means. But although it hasn't been confirmed, there's a lot of leakers talking about, imagine a market where you could only use buy now and stuff like that. And a few of them have been mentioning that. So I think even if that doesn't end up in the game, that's definitely something that's being considered. Because EA want to kill off traders completely. They want you to spend FIFA points. We all know that. And that's just something else they could do to try and maybe make you do that. So that wouldn't surprise me at all. But that's not a confirmed thing. But there is definitely changes to the market. My suspicion is it is going to be buy now only. But that isn't confirmed. Don't take that from me as gospel. So moving away from the market, but we are still talking about Ultimate Team here. The trait system is getting a bit of an overhaul. There's golden traits now. I don't know what that means. And player traits. I think this could maybe be a little bit like similar to NBA 2K, if any of you have played that, with a badge system, where the traits actually mean quite a lot. I know some of them are important in this FIFA. I know people like flaring outside of the foot, obviously. But I think this would make a lot more traits usable, like the solid player ones, stuff like that. They don't do anything, do they? I think we'll get a lot more useful traits here, and maybe players that are really, really good at something get like the golden version of them. Apparently you're going to be able to upgrade some cards. I don't know if that is going to be like in the Foot Academy style that we've seen for objectives, or whether it's going to be in maybe a more Madden-based thing where you can get the same cards and just upgrade it like you can obviously in FIFA Mobile as well. We'll have to wait and see, but that might be where the golden traits come in. I'm not too sure at the moment. And speaking of that upgrade thing, it is going to be called Player Mastery. It does make me think it is going to be different to the original objective-based thing. I do think it is going to be a different system. On top of that, there's going to be some running type variations. Obviously, last year we had lengthy, controlled, and explosive. They're going to build on that apparently. It's going to be apparently like perks. That's what I've heard. So if you guys play Pro Clubs or play Career Mode, you'll know you have perks and stuff like the active first touch, distance shooter, stuff like that. I think there's a lot more stuff in the running that is going to involve perks. That'll be interesting to see how that goes. Pace, obviously, is still really important in FIFA, but this could really be a throwback to FIFA 14, FIFA 15 days. And what kind of confirms that for me is going on to the gameplay and talk about the gameplay stuff. Because apparently the people that have played the pre-beta, you can't play the actual beta yet, so it's between alpha and beta stages at the moment. They're calling it pre-beta. They've said it feels very, very arcadey. And those are my favourite FIFAs. FIFA trying to get too realistic just hasn't worked for me. I love realistic football. When I play Career Mode, I try and make it realistic or whatever. But the sliders are there for a reason. If you want to do that, you can do it. I prefer the arcadey thing. It's just a little bit less broken. Because it's built as a video game, not as a football simulator, let's be honest. And those new gameplay features, apparently the strafe dribble is a new thing. It was a new thing about 3 years ago. It was a new thing 2 years ago. All you have to do is press L1 and take smaller touches. That is definitely not in the game. So well done, EA, for finding something really creative that we've never seen before. Well done, lads. On top of that, we've got something that could be extremely broken, or could just revolutionise FIFA and be really fun, in my opinion. It's called Effort Touch. So you can control how close your touch is to your body, how you control it, what bit of the body you use, and yeah, maybe what direction you do and stuff like that. So that sounds really interesting. We haven't got really anything else on that at the moment, but I think that could be really good, like controlling it with your thigh maybe, or doing a little cushioned header down. Maybe some little flare ones as well, like the Neymar controlling it with the back and stuff would be very, very cool. I'd like to see what they do with that. I like using skills. You know that if you watch any of my Pro Club streams or anything. So that could really, really be interesting for me. We've got passing realism as well coming in. They haven't got anything else on that, but that's apparently something that's happening, so I'm guessing we're getting some new passes. The crosses could really do with an overhaul, I think, so that could be pretty good. Through balls they won't touch, they've been the same for years. For some reason we are getting new throw-ins. I don't know why. I don't think there's anything wrong with throw-ins. They're just snappy. You take them quickly and you're off. If they change it to like the set-piece system at the moment, you could take long throws that have like knuckle on them or something. They will ruin the game, let's be honest. So I don't know why they're doing that. but they are. There's some new fitness stuff as well to go along with that running style that you're going to see a lot when you're playing pro clubs especially, apparently. And then engaging with the manager in the game is going to happen in career mode, ultimate team and pro club. So there's going to be manager cutscenes during the game as well. People going over to talk while there's an injury or whatever. It just has a little bit more realism. I don't mind that at all. I'm pretty happy with that. But we have been speaking a little bit about pro clubs and career mode recently, so we're going to carry on with that. No online career mode this year. They keep holding it back. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I think it's just going to be something that's in the pipeline for ages and we never see. And also, something that I really don't like, because I really only play pro clubs at the moment. I haven't played Ultimate Team for a while. No crossplay when it comes out, which I think is just terrible, because I love pro clubs. I have some mates on Xbox, would love to play with them. You'd have so many more people to play against as well. It'd be good. But they're not doing that on launch. They said that last year. They made it sound like they were going to put it in at some point during the year and didn't. So I don't think we're going to see that because it's not Ultimate Team. They don't care. Some other stuff you can do in pro clubs, a lot of this is going to be in play career mode as well. There is a boot editor now, which is in collaboration with Nike, which I think is pretty cool. So you're going to be able to put your own colours on your boots, maybe put your name on them, stuff like that. It's just a little thing, but I really like that. It makes the career mode a lot more personal because there's not really the best boot choice at the moment. There is fourth kits as well. I don't think that's realistic for all teams, but I know if you're playing maybe as Dortmund, Arsenal, teams that are famous for having a lot of kits and making a lot of nice kits, I think that could be good. I don't think I'd ever use it because I only end up using 2 kits most of the season anyway, but I don't mind that. I'd prefer if you could change the goalkeeper kits, because the goalkeeper kits are just basic at the moment and they all look terrible, so that would be nice. We have got some clubs and stadiums as well that are going to be in that play career mode, and obviously manager mode and ultimate team as well. So we've got some from the African Champions League. We are getting Al Ali, who are pretty sure already in the game. Well, they used to be anyway. Wydad, I'm sorry if I'm saying these wrong, by the way. Esperance, Mamelodi Sundowns, who have been in the game before. We've got TP Mazembe, we've got Enyimba, we've got Simba, and we've got Petro Atletico. And apparently there's a lot of rumours around us getting the Moroccan League and the Egyptian League in full as well, which would be pretty good because I think African leagues deserve a lot more recognition. Hopefully, eventually, the African Champions League will become a playable competition like the Sudamericana and the Libertadores, which have had a 6-year renewal with EA, by the way. So we're going to get those South American competitions released in the next 6 years, which is pretty nice. I'm not a massive fan of them, but I know loads of you will be, especially if you live out there. It's good to see kind of your teams getting represented. I did mention stadiums as well. We are getting Ibrox and we're getting Celtic Park, which is brilliant. I think that's overdue, I'll be honest. There's so many fans for both teams in Scotland, and they're nice stadiums. Ibrox is pretty iconic. Celtic Park just feels massive when you're there. So I like both of those being in the game, and obviously we're getting a stadium that every single person in pro clubs is going to use. We are getting Kenilworth Road as well, obviously Luton's home ground. Hopefully it's in at launch, because I know they delayed Elland Road for ages when Leeds came up, and they've done it with a few others. So hopefully we get that at launch. It'll be a great stadium. I'll probably use it at some point, but it might get a bit repetitive with that. So I'll be back on July 12th. I'll be reacting to it live. I might do a roundup video as well, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We're going to get the cover star that day, obviously the reveal trailer and the pre-order and stuff, so I'm really looking forward to it, guys. Let me know what you're looking forward to most for this year. This is a massive one for EA. If they get this wrong, I think FIFA, obviously FIFA name is mudded, but the game could be mudded as well, so it has to be good this year. It is make or break, and I'm really hoping, with the pressure on them, they bother to make a good game. We can always hope. We always end up disappointed, but it's you have to have the hope in the first place, don't you? So thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you're hanging about. I'm still doing some FIFA 23 stuff with pro clubs if you lot are interested. I'll be answering all your questions about next year's game and everything on there. But yeah, I'll see you later. And remember to check the description for everyone that I have used as sources for this video. They do some great work, so make sure you give them a follow over on Twitter. And that's all from me. Have a good day. Goodbye.